get you guys helped out best we can. As always, this is the last 30 days, so this is 9/27 to 10/27. The total police incident was 124. The average daily incident was 4. There was 102 dispatch calls and 3 total arrests. And that broken down, there was 1 simple assault and battery, non-domestic related. There was 1 threatening/harassment call, non-domestic related. 1 total domestic dispute. 1 violation of an abuse prevention order. 7 total disorderly conducts. There was 1 report of gunshots, which I'll go over with you guys, that became unfounded. 2 total noise-related complaints and 2 total disputes non-domestic. There was zero robberies of individuals, both armed and unarmed. 0 robberies of commercial businesses, both armed and unarmed. There was 1 call that was coded a residential break. I'll go over that with you guys. It really wasn't a residential break. 0 larcenies from motor vehicles, 0 shopliftings. 7 total motor vehicle violations, 11 total traffic accidents, and 37 total general assistances to persons. The residential break, it was coded residential break. That was at 76 Payne. That was at on 9/27. Came in around 2:37 in the afternoon. There was a female who called and stated that she got home from work and her luggage was gone and her door was broken down. When they got there, there was nothing of the sort. It just didn't happen. So they helped her out mentally. She had some other problems going on. The next one was at 32 Rankin. It was on Friday, 9/27, around 9 at night. It was coded loud music. There was a resident reporting that loud music was coming from the garage. When the car drove through the neighborhood, it was all quiet, so they cleared that one out. The next one was a harassment and a violation of abuse prevention order. It was at 8 Melville. It was on Saturday, 9/28, around 5:17. There was a gentleman who called in and stated that his ex-girlfriend had been harassing him. Then the ex-girlfriend called in and stated that her ex stole something from her. When the officers went over there, they found that there was an order between the two, and they arrested the gentleman for an a violation of abuse prevention order. One of the other arrests was at 123 Payne Street. It was on Wednesday, 10/2. It was around 9:07 in the morning. NRT officers went over there and they located a female, and she had 2 outstanding warrants for her arrest. The next arrest was at 12 Harlow. It was on Thursday, 10/3. It was around 6:11. One of the route officers drove by 12 Harlow Street, apartment number 1, and he recognized a male who had warrants for firearm-related offenses. The male went back in the house. The officer knocked on the door, and he was able to get that gentleman to come out, and he placed him under arrest. The next incident was a malicious damage. It was at 250 Lincoln Street. It was Wednesday, 10/9. Around 5:24. It was at the intersection of Lincoln and Vinton. A caller called in and stated that they thought that their car was hit. When the officer went over there, it was immediately apparent that the car wasn't hit. It was some type of a malicious damage to the car, not an accident, hit and run. So they took a report for that person, so for insurance purposes. The next incident was at 8 Henchman Terrace. It was on Sunday, 10/13, around 5:59 in the afternoon. This was also coded vandalism to a motor vehicle. There was a gentleman who called in malicious mischief. He believed that his tire had been flattened. When they got over there, they examined the tire further. There was no slash marks, no nothing. The gentleman just simply had a flat tire, so no vandalism there. On Wednesday, 10/16, around 7:01 at 5 Harlow Street, there was a reported gunshots from ShotSpotter. It said probable gunfire, 3 rounds at 5 Harlow Street. When the officers went over there, there was nothing showing, and they found remnants of firecrackers in the street over there. So that was unfounded. And then the next one was coded a malicious mischief. This was at 133 Payne. This was on Thursday, 10/24. It was around 11:18 in the morning. There was a female who reported that she was sleeping. Someone kicked her room door open, unknown who did it. They would like to make a report. When the officers went over there, the door was nowhere near kicked in. There was a little bit of damage to it, so they took a report for her. And the only other gunshot call that was in this general area that turned out to be nothing, it was on 110 Greenhill Parkway. It was a call for gunshots. It was at 10:24. One of the last half sector sergeants was sitting, and he thought he heard gunshots coming from that address, so the officers went over there. But it was How you doing there?
Sorry.
But it was completely unfounded, so, all in all, this is certainly down from the last couple months. I think last month there was 147 total police incidents, so, the incidents are going down. There was a few shootings last month, so, no shootings this month, so, yes.
Did you have anything for Windsor Street?
Regarding specifically what?
There was a fight, 20-something Windsor Street in the old Castle House. I think last Tuesday or Wednesday, the police was there, the firefighter, and the alarm was going off. Some guy, they say, pulled the alarm and they were fighting outside.
That was Catherine Street.
Catherine, yeah, Catherine.
25 Catherine.
25.
You know, they never have those reports, and I see a lot of stuff happening in that house, they never have the reports for that, I don't know why.
What was that address? Catherine?
Catherine
So
Street
Winnie,
is in the.
that is SMOC's property, and we looked at it earlier today, we couldn't find anything. Was there was anyone arrested?
At the 25 Catherine Street property?
Yeah.
They were like
I don't have it here.
four cop cars, the fire engine was there because the alarm, and there was a big fight. Cause I saw it from my window and I came out, but I didn't get close to where the police were talking to the people.
We assisted the fire department over there last week, I think it was.
Last week, yes.
Yeah, the alarms, they were having an issue with the alarm.
And then the guy was fighting with the other guy,
They
yeah.
they thought someone was pulling the alarm, they weren't very happy about it.
And I think
The
that's why
alarm
they
was
were
going.
fighting, yeah.
Okay.
And it was
We
a
asked
big
the
fight on the
residents,
street.
No one said anything, you asked the residents
Yeah, because
today,
I see
yeah.
a lot of stuff. Me and my neighbor say, why they never report that house? I don't know why. You know, and I see stuff through my kitchen window. Because we heard a noise and we look and we see, and then it's never on the report.
Yeah.
The police is always there. It's never on the report.
Is it maybe because does the fire department go first, like maybe a medical call and then?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
This time the police were there first and then
If
the
we're there, there
fire-
should be a
Yeah.
record of it.
They never have records.
Do you still have that
we-
sheet that I
we
printed out
meet
for you?
monthly and
from
we look
the,
at these stats.
I don't have it with me, but
Yeah.
yes.
I'll,
Did the people didn't tell you if you asked them? Because they all were
We met
outside talking to the
Today,
police officers
yeah, there
and
was
stuff.
we met with the Worcester Police today, and there was not a call, we didn't have anything for Catherine, not for that date,
No, there was it's just a fire, it was, but that was it.
that was all. So
And then
we
they
would-
tell you about the fight. It was a big fight. That's why people call. I called the police too. People called 911, you know. But the alarm was going off before the fight. And the fight went all the way on the street. And I came out and some other neighbors came out. I don't know why they cover that house. We see a lot of stuff happening there, but they never have it on the report. And the police always there.
Yeah. You know what I'll do, Winnie, is when I go back to the office, I'll double check that map. Remember last time we had that's why I give you some of the
Yeah.
stuff. I don't know if that falls under the guidelines of the, the Greenhill meeting that we do, but, regardless, what I'll do is I'll grab you the info for it and I'll just shoot you an email and
Yeah.
I'll let you know about the, specifics of it. But I'll check out those boundaries. Maybe it falls under that, that help.
What boundaries?
The boundaries that are set by the Crime Watch groups, so it's where the stats come from.
But like, are these like geographical boundaries or like criteria for reports that are included?
Yeah, so it's geographical boundaries. They're set by our crime analysis unit, and that's where the numbers come from.
So like
it's
25
in,
Catherine might not be in your report?
Right.
But in another neighborhood.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Are we
What?
gonna look at those?
Yeah, I'll get you that.
No, but I mean, like, remember we talked
Yeah.
about,
I think over the next 2 months, especially if
know.
we're not gonna meet, that'll probably be a good time for the crime analysis guys to check that out, maybe expand the boundaries. Or if you want, what I'll do is when I look up this email, what I can do is I'll just shoot you both an email and we can just try to figure out what you want for the streets and, we'll try to take it from there, maybe.
Because they don't
you
have
know.
a meeting, right? So
no,
everybody
we're
comes
happy to expand our boundaries because
Yeah.
Bell Hill doesn't meet anymore.
Yeah.
The Harlow Street group doesn't meet anymore, so.
Yeah,
Right.
we just combine them all.
Right.
Yeah, because
I get my street on
Patty's
there.
from Hollow Street. And we have people that
Yeah.
used to come from Belmont Street, so.
Well, it'd probably be helpful for you to connect with SMOC too.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
a SMOC property, not just between you and the police,
Yeah.
but bringing them in so you can get engaged in.
Questions are you done, officer?
Yes, if you guys have any,